Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to MHF. The chest is out. Manchester City chest is absolutely out. Is my mic not working or something?
No,
The
I'm
chest
just not.
is out for Man City and Arsenal fans. Listen, they're talking about Guehi. They're talking about City spending a lot of money. They're talking about the £500 million squad team that City have actually purchased over the last year. Liverpool fans, Marc Guehi actually didn't wait for Liverpool. You got here we go for Guehi in the summer in September, but then now we're looking at Marc Guehi joining Manchester City. I'm not sure if he rejected Liverpool. I'm not sure if he rejected Arsenal. There was a lot of talk about him rejecting this club or rejecting that club. We'll talk about that as well. Chelsea face Brentford, which is a massive game for them. They are 8th at the moment. Brentford are higher than them in the table, of course. So I want to know what you guys think in the chat. Hit that like button, guys. If you guys are, we've got over 100 people here in the house. I'm just starting the show. So hit that like button. I want to know what you guys think, of course. I know that Sam did a little bit of a rant on the Guehi to Manchester City, which is a little bit of a disappointment for the Liverpool fans, of course, because a lot of them were hoping that Guehi will wait for them in the summer, but he didn't. He didn't wait for Liverpool. Glasner is leaving, as Sam told us that he's leaving actually, and he actually didn't. You know what?
Honestly, Mo, do you actually, like, you're from the outside looking in? Before we proceed, do you agree with what Fonzie said? Legit, be honest. As a football fan, read what Fonzie just said. Do you agree with it? Just from because you're not emotionally attached to Liverpool or Palace or City or any of this. Do you agree with Fonzie's statement in the super chat?
No, why? I don't see why.
Because he did all this and in the end he left. Why are you wasting
he's time? Leaving in the summer. He's not leaving January. He's not leaving now. He's not.
He left in January.
No, this is on the club. That's not on him, though. That's not on. Glasner was always gonna leave Palace. He was always gonna leave Palace. I don't understand what you talk. Like, to be honest with you guys going on Glasner. Glasner was always leaving Palace at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's the point. If you're leaving
Palace, and he told him. Yeah, but he told Palace.
Why he stopped Glasner from joining us in the summer then? For what?
Because he told him it's up to him. Again, I'm going to repeat what I said in the summer. Glasner said that I'm leaving you now. If you like, it's on the club.
Okay,
it's on Palace.
Let's use an analogy.
Go ahead.
Let's say I come to you and I go like, Mo, someone wants to join us. Let's use an example of someone who won't get mad. Ahmed, Man United Ahmed. Man United Ahmed want to join MHF. If he joins, I'm leaving. If he becomes part of MHF, I'm leaving. 3 months from now, I tell you, Mo, I'm leaving in the summer.
But he was always leaving in the summer. That's on the club. It's not on
But you're
Glasner.
missing the point. If you're
I
Glasner,
am.
the reason why we say F off to Glasner is you stopped him from moving to Liverpool. If you stopped him from moving to Liverpool and then you signed the contract extension and stayed at Crystal Palace, okay, you are believing in this project.
Fine. Yes.
The guy in January, anyway, just announced publicly in the press conference himself. He said, "I'm not staying. I need a new challenge."
Okay. Yes.
So why did you keep Marc Guehi at Palace for 3
He
months?
didn't want Marc Guehi to leave this season because he actually lost a lot.
But he left in the season. That's the thing that's making.
I understand his point. He's a selfish guy that wanted the best team at his disposal.
October, November, December, 5 months.
Yeah, any manager is selfish and he wants his players to stay. I don't understand.
He wants his players to stay, but they left anyway, and he's leaving as well.
That's on Crystal Palace that couldn't get him to renew his contract. That sold. I'm sure that he's livid now that they sold Guehi to Man City. It's on Palace. It's on Palace.
I doubt he's livid because there's a lot of clubs that would want managers, and his name is definitely gonna ring.
Yeah, but I'm sure that he doesn't want to continue the rest of the season without Marc Guehi. Without a shadow of a doubt, he would want Marc Guehi to stay.
Now then?
What do you mean? He's not leaving now. He's leaving in the summer. He's not leaving now.
The point. Why isn't he leaving now then?
Because he wants to finish the season with Palace.
Yeah. You consistently miss the point.
Guehi
was stopped from moving to Liverpool because Glasner said, if you sell him, I'm leaving. صح? A month, literally now, in the next window, Guehi leaves anyway with Glasner still there.
And then he said, I'm leaving you in the summer.
And he said, I'm leaving you in the summer. Double whammy. So what's the point of Glasner doing what he did?
He just told them, I'm leaving you in the summer, maybe because they sold Guehi in January and he doesn't want to leave now. He doesn't want to renew, he doesn't want to lose the rest of the contract. I don't understand. Like, for me, it's not on Glasner. You guys have to be mad at Crystal Palace, who, if you knew, Crystal Palace, if you knew that you're selling Marc Guehi in January because you don't want to lose money, why didn't you accept 35 million pounds from Liverpool? That's on Palace. That's on them. That's on Palace. It is a little bit on Liverpool for not upping the bid early or negotiating early. Palace were greedy, and now they actually can't sell him, so they sold him in January. It's on Palace. The question is, why didn't Liverpool pay 20 million pounds for Guehi now?
That part, but here's the thing. That's why what Ali said earlier on is true. Two things can be true. I agree. We should have paid the 20 million, 100%.
Would you pay 300k for him or 200k for him?
Yes. 100%.
Would you pay that much money for him?
Boys on 285 grand a week. Yes,
because you don't mind him getting paid more than Konate and all this stuff. Like, you don't mind.
Yeah, but Konate anyway, if he decides to stay at Liverpool, we're gonna give him a contract extension for a lot of money anyway.
Not 300k. I don't know how much Guehi. By the way,
problem is, I can actually tell you one thing about the wages. The problem is, one newspaper is coming out saying 200k, the other one saying 300k. Which one I should believe? I
don't know, but I want to say something about City though, which is I want to get your opinion. This transfer, because remember on the books, and I'm gonna say this on the net spend box. When people talk about net spend, right? When people talk about nobody's talking about the 10 million pounds they're paying for Guehi as a signing bonus. No one in the net spending that people talk about, because this will be in the book. When we calculate net spend, it will be 120 million, right? But what about the 10 million extra that you're going to pay to Guehi as a signing bonus? What about the wages? If he's getting paid 250k, right? That should be a net spend. If Liverpool signed Guehi in the summer, they definitely wouldn't gonna pay him more than 150k. I thought that was the contract that was offered to Marc Guehi in the summer, 150k for a 5-year contract. Now City are offering him 200k with whatever bonuses you're offering him. And I'm not saying it's against City. You're an ambitious club. You got it. Good for you, right? It's on Liverpool for not getting him across the line earlier, or Liverpool now not getting the guy. You're shooting yourself in the foot, Liverpool Football Club. They are shooting yourself in the foot, Liverpool. By allowing, by the way, it's not only about City getting Guehi, he is preventing the likes of Arsenal from getting Guehi. They are preventing Liverpool from getting, because we know that Liverpool next year are not going to be mugs. Liverpool are going to be back in contention, right?
Honestly, Nakarati is saying we're going to spend big in the summer. The thing that I just don't understand from a club perspective. Who is the centre back that Liverpool should sign?
Guehi.
So now that he's gone, who can we sign?
Schlotterbeck.
How much is Schlotterbeck gonna cost?
At least I actually read the German reports, right? 50 to 60 million pounds. At least they said. At least.
Is Schlotterbeck better than Guehi?
I don't think so.
Me neither. So why you just waste my time? This is the thing. This, from my own club perspective, is the part that I'm mad. You're saying we're not gonna pay because he's free in the summer. Okay, great. So you're telling me you're willing in the summer to go pay 50 million for Schlotterbeck Ali, but you're not gonna pay 24 million.
By the way, 50 million. Just let me actually clear something for the people in the back that are not hearing this. 20 million for Guehi plus 10 million pounds plus his contract is probably equal what you're gonna pay total for Schlotterbeck.
Yeah, alone without the wage.
Yeah, basically, that Guehi 5-year contract probably together with the signing bonus is worth, that contract is worth 70 million pounds. Now you're gonna go and pay 50, 60 million pounds for Schlotterbeck, who doesn't have Premier experience, right? Who doesn't have Premier experience. Plus, he's gonna demand 200k. Do you think Schlotterbeck is a German international?
Schlotterbeck is not gonna come German international from Dortmund and ask for
100k or 50k. He's definitely gonna ask for 180k or 200k, and he's gonna ask for bonuses, basically. And by the way, Van de Ven to Liverpool is very good, but let me tell you something. Van de Ven himself need a Van Dijk. Having Van Dijk leaving in 2 summers or the next summer, and having Van de Ven himself, I like Van de Ven. I love Van de Ven. I think he's a fantastic defender. But Van de Ven himself need a Van Dijk, need a Guehi. So it's better if you're gonna go sign Guehi, phase out Van Dijk because he's 34, 35, right? If you're not going to give him a new contract, and have Guehi and Van de Ven at the back. That is the logical. Not sign Van de Ven and then look for another center back to be the leader at the back, which is what Van de Ven isn't. And that is what
which Guehi is.
Which Guehi, exactly this.
That's
so fucking go fucking spend that damn money. Prevent your... Okay, let's just establish something. The Premier League top 6 or whatever have been split into 2 groups. The people that are going for the titles, which is 3 teams. It's Liverpool, Manchester City, and Arsenal. And the other 3 teams, which is Spurs. Chelsea, they made their bed and they're gonna lie in it, right? Chelsea made their bed by hiring Liam Rosenior, by targeting youngsters. Manchester United,
not challenge for the league.
Like Manchester United are in the dark. Spurs never ever gonna win the title, right? So Liverpool allowing Marc Guehi, this is what I don't understand. You allowed your title rivals next season to get much stronger than you
for 20 million.
To pay the 20 fucking million pounds and his wages. And
that part is 100% the club fault. 100% the club.
And one other thing, you are literally making Pep more comfortable next season by giving him the leader that he wants at the back line. So it's not only that you're strengthening the squad, you're strengthening the manager's position to even renew more, which is, to be honest with you, that's the difference, which is what Osam is talking about. And we have said this numerous times on Don Osam, on Footy Judge Mo, on MHF, and on the Football Terrace. Having an Arab owner is way more fucking ambitious, or not even like an Italian owner, like a Moratti for Inter, like a person, not an institute, not a fucking financial institute that trades stocks and I said that on Footy Judge Mo. What people misunderstood us when we say Arab owners, we're talking about the likes of Ibrahimovic, we're talking about Moratti, we're talking about Berlusconi for Milan. People that love...
People who want to win, simple.
Who want to win, instead of having an owner who will care more about the external audit that will come at the end of the year, or the internal, or the shareholders.
Do you think this proves, though, that they're going to sack Slot? I don't know if you heard what Tom Little said on Copish, but he's basically saying this proves that they're not willing to give him any more money and they don't trust him anymore, which is basically that they're going to sack him.
And wait for a new manager.
Yeah, and then the new manager could come in and decide who he wants.
I actually think that Liverpool will look so bad if Arne Slot get 3rd and reach a Champions League semi-final from here if they sack the manager. Because you are putting... let me explain that context, right?
Can he do that, though?
Hold on. Yeah. What?
I don't see that happening, Mo.
Okay, hold on. So
I think the first tough opponent we face in the Champions League, we out.
We'll talk about the possibility of this, but before, let me put the context for the people that didn't understand my point. Liverpool, after the tough start, if Arne Slot is able to get close to Arsenal and City and finish third, like 10 points behind them, like something like this at the end of the season, and he reach a quarterfinal, let's not say semi-final, a quarterfinal in the Champions League, you are putting so much pressure on your next manager because you're telling your next manager.
But you play the market.
You
play the market, though.
Hold on. You knew what I'm talking about. People in the chat didn't know. My point is, I'm not saying it to you. I think I know exactly. You know exactly where I'm going. You're telling the next manager, we will back you.
But you have to win.
But you have to win. You're telling your next manager there is no leeway. There is no error for Mark.
It's great.
There's no error for, but that means Xabi Alonso will like, if I join Liverpool and sign a 3-year contract and they back me with money, if I don't fucking win the league or the Champions League, am I out of the damn
Great. Club? That's literally what Liverpool fans want. We want a football club where
you want the hire and fire.
I want a football club where we bring in a manager, and if it doesn't work, it's all good on to the next. Once again, Mo, me and you said this to Terry's face. We are not Man United fans.
No,
we haven't just seen one.
You guys have a process
in our lifetime. In our lifetime, for anyone who's 30 years old, we have seen Klopp win big trophies. Klopp win big trophies. Rafael Benitez win big trophies. Gerard Houllier, RIP, win all, like, he won everything except the league, basically, Houllier. And then you got Slot to win the league. Four managers. A lot of Liverpool fans have seen 4 managers. You go to the older one, you have Paisley, Fagan, King, like so many, you know. We are not the type of football.
I know. You're not. You're like Inter. You're not a Barcelona. You're not a Man United. You're not.
Yes, we are not.
Your success is not linked to.
We
one
love
person.
the manager and we get attached to the manager, but in specific scenarios, like the way Klopp was, you know, he makes you love him. Yeah. Now, this the thing with your point. You are 100% spot on, but
there's too much fucking pressure on the manager.
Stand way. You have to play the field because. If Slot does get to a Champions League semi-final and loses to the eventual winners Real Madrid on penalties, and we end up finishing 10 points behind Manchester City, and you know, blah blah blah. If Enrique is available and you're FSG, do you hire him?
Yeah, but you give him guarantees. But Enrique will think, if I don't win with these people, I'm gonna get sacked. Even if I get second or third.
Enrique, because he's managed Barcelona and PSG, already feels that every day. Adi. This is your life.
Fair enough.
You think when Nasser Al-Khelafi hired him, he was like, if you don't win this, you're going to get sacked? Of course he did. It's because you just said Arab owners are better, صح? I agree. So the PSG owners have put standards on Enrique.
Yeah,
so
they did. True. Enrique 100%. Was going to, I'm telling you, if Enrique didn't win the Champions League last season, he might not have got another chance.
Exactly. League A.
He might have been sacked. Yeah. He might have been sacked.
Now Enrique can stay the next 3 years, win 3 League A's in a row.
Yes. I get your point. Guys, it's over. There's 350 people in the house. Guys, we're on 66 likes. You absolute frauds. Hit that like button, people. Can we get to 200 likes? Guys, I'm going to challenge you something. Can we get to 200 likes live? Live. While we're live, not before the stream ends, can we get to 200 likes? The like button, if you've been living under the rock, looks like thumbs up. From a Man City perspective, I had this argument. Let me do the super chats before we actually go to the next one. If he was always going to leave, why block Guehi?
This is the thing, Mo. Don't be wrong and strong. Ali said it in the chat earlier on. 2 things can be right at the same time. If I'm leaving you, why I stop you from getting a new partner? It's stupid. Like, it's stupid. So this is the chain of events. I'm going to leave if you sell Marc Guehi now. In January, I'm going to leave myself, and Marc Guehi is going to leave anyway. So, Marc Guehi didn't finish the season, and Glasner is gone anyway. So why are you wasting up time?
He said he's going to leave in the summer. Well, I hear your point. Hamid is saying Palace want money. He's gone regardless of Glasner. That's fair enough. They wanted the money. Why didn't they accept Liverpool?
They could have had 20 million more like 3 months ago.
Yeah. They could have.
How much was our last offer? Wasn't
35.
it
40? 35 plus 5.
That's 50 million more.
Hijacked FC giving me life in this hell. Chelsea is...
Nothing is giving you life. You're the spicy Brighton now. Chelsea is the spicy Brighton. Nothing will give you life. It's done. You're finished. Your club's dead. It's true. He thinks that like Guehi didn't go to Liverpool. What Habibi? You're 8th and you got Matisse in charge. Your ass.
Lads, check Liverpool schedule plus injuries. I think UEFA Champions League is in the trash. Fair enough. But you get Salah back. Jack, Salah is going to do the madness. Salah is going to do the madness when he comes back. Jack. Glasner's reputation is on the line. Of course, he would keep him for 6 months. He doesn't care about Liverpool or Guehi. I'm going to actually back Hamid here. I said him actually keeping Guehi this 6 months and being in the top 5 and then drop him down and then blah, 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 all the stuff is actually give Glasner a little bit of a more of a choice. By the way, Glasner is going to have a lot of suitors in the summer, actually. A lot of suitors in the summer. I think his football is doesn't suit big teams at all. Doesn't suit big teams at all, by the way. At all. I don't think it's... I think so that having 42% ball position is not what big clubs want. Yeah, Spurs even not happy with what's his name?
Frank?
He's gonna get sacked soon.
Wallahi, your most accurate statement in your life was, what's the point of Spurs?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. From Arsenal's perspective, does that change anything in your mind? Guehi, Semenyo. There's a lot of chest from City fans.
I still think, Mo.
You're hesitant. No, I still think
He's
hesitant.
No, I still think Arsenal will win the league. I haven't changed my mind. If City sign another centre back, then I change my mind. But now I think there's
Diaz is coming back. You know that Diaz is coming back within like 3-4 game weeks, something like this.
3-4 game weeks is a lot. 3-4 game weeks is 3-4 more games. I mean,
he stuttered.
No, I didn't stutter. I let you finish.
I want to hear your opinion about City signing a whole team for £500 million within 1 year.
What's your opinion? Is Pep now has Pep ever faced adversity in his life?
Last season he did.
And how did he get out of adversity?
I thought he won the league once with Fernandinho playing as centre back.
How did he get out of adversity, Mo?
Last season? Oh, they spent money in January. They got Marmoush.
When in doubt, spend money, baby. Fairs. That's you, mate. That's you, mate. That's just the type of club you are. What is it? Is it now as well? City must.
I said that, and people said that. I'm deluded.
Why?
Because people think that you had a third, but I had you third, but I didn't expect you to sign all these players in the summer, and now. What is that? You're signing.
But why is it City must though?
Okay, so hold on.
Give me a logical explanation why it's not City must. Logic.
Game 21, game week 21 last season, Osam, I went and checked. Arsenal were 5 points behind Liverpool. Okay?
5.
You didn't sign in January last season. Yes. You were top of the league by 5 points. If last season Arsenal went on in January and signed the best winger in the league, numbers wise, and signed one of the, not Salah, someone different than Salah, for example. I don't know who was tearing it apart last season, right? But someone.
Eze.
Right? For example, at that time, Eze was doing madness, right? And they went and got one of the best center backs in the league. Basically, Marc Guehi is the best center back available, in my opinion, in world football on paper now available in the market in general.
I agree because I said even on my video he would start for any team in world football not called Arsenal.
Okay, so let's put it in perspective. Arsenal last season went in January and signed one of the best wingers in the Premier League and signed the center back being 5 points behind Liverpool. What would Hussam from Jordan say on streams? 5 points,
not Arsenal 6. Must.
Thank you. But when I said this, people said, no, but it's different because you had a third, but you changed. You're 6 points behind Arsenal. Arsenal fucking coming to your gaff. Arsenal coming to your ground, and you signed one of the best center backs out there, and you signed one of the best wingers, and you have the best manager out there, and you say Shirky is cooking, right? Haaland is cooking. Foden is back to his best. Rodri is back.
Best player in the league.
But I'm not supposed to sit here and say, and listen, people misunderstand when I say City must. Still, Arsenal have more pressure than City of winning the league, without a shadow of a doubt, because they are 6 points ahead, 100%. And because they have the deepest squad in the league, and because they haven't won the league in 22 years. I'm not changing my stance on this. Right?
I agree.
But two things can be right. City also must. And what must means is that if City don't go one from here and win the Premier League, I will consider this a failed season for City because of the circumstances that happened during the season.
100%.
That's my point. People don't like it. People didn't. City fans didn't like this.
Why? Is it the whole thing that, oh my God, you're twerking for us and you're glazing us? The same dumb narrative? Is that it?
No.
Why?
It's because you talk about the money, but we sold a lot of players before, and we are we're fixing the injuries. We have injuries. Shouldn't we sign players? We have injuries. Okay. Arsenal had injuries last season. Havertz was injured. Jesus was injured. Saka was injured.
My thing is, when you say the word must, I think every Arsenal fan would agree that they must. But I'm not going to sit up here and deny that also City must now.
Yeah.
There's literally zero reason.
What I mean by this,
City must.
Can you, okay, explaining must means if you don't win the league, you have failed. You have failed. If you don't win the league, you have failed. Right? And don't tell me your comeback cannot be, but we won 4 in a row. That is not a comeback. Because clubs are always, because the reason why you spend the money in January, the reason why City spend the money is to go and win the league, isn't it? The reason why City went on to get Guehi and to get Semenyo is for them to win the league. If you taking a break and it doesn't matter, why are you spending the money now then? Why are you spending the money in January? Why are you getting Semenyo? You should have done with Doku. Marmoush is coming back to you, right? That's why you buy the best players, because you must win the league, because you're putting pressure on yourself to win the damn league. So I'm saying it now. Arsenal must win the league because they have the deepest squad, blah, blah, blah. They are 6 points ahead because they have had Arteta for years. And City also must win the damn league. And if City don't win, unless City go and win the Champions League, that is the reality. Unless you win the Champions League, it's the same as Liverpool last. If Liverpool in January signed players last season, they are only 6 points behind. Absolutely not. If Arsenal lose this league, they bottled it. If Arsenal lose the league, they bottled the damn league. It doesn't matter the context. There's no context here. They're 6 points ahead. I am fair about both clubs, but people don't like it. People don't like this. People don't like it. Nobody wants the pressure.
I'm going to switch on my camera now. Just 1 second. Just
people
tell me why do you think people are so rattled by this must thing? Tell me.
Because they
on both sides.
Because nobody wants the pressure. Nobody wants. Everyone is afraid of being cooked at the end of the season. All of them. Every single person is afraid of getting cooked at the end of the season.
In both fan base, right?
Yeah. Tom is asking a good question. That's a very good question. Who would it be worse on if they didn't win it? Arsenal. Because they're 6 points ahead. Because they haven't won it in years. Arsenal. But it's not a free fall for City. What people want, Tom, is a free fall season. Like, yeah, if we finish second, Arsenal have the deepest squad. And yeah, it's okay. No.
I agree. It's worse on Arsenal as well.
It's worse on Arsenal. 100%. But that doesn't mean there is a difference between if we say it's a free fall for City. It's not a free fall. A free fall. After signing all these players.
I mean free fall. I think you mean free hit.
A free hit or whatever. Free hit. Free hit. It's not. It's not free
fall.
Hit.
Free fall is when you fall from the sky. I forgot my water bottle.
Glasner's reputation. We did that one Hamid, thank you. Fonzie is saying, I can't compete financially, Hamza. Anyone that talks about the money now. You know what? Arteta, in all his years at Arsenal, spent $1 billion. City, in one calendar year, spent $500 million. Half what Arsenal spent. Which is fair. That's ambition. Now you got to go and win it then. Now you got to go and win it. You got to go and win it now. German Sky Sports say that Real Madrid want to pay 500 million to get Klopp and Haaland. They have Mbappe and Vinny. If they sign Haaland and Haaland up front and Mbappe is not a creator. I don't think they would take Haaland along with Mbappe. I think they would find two different wingers for him. I don't think I'm not sure though. 500 million. Real Madrid, they don't spend a lot of money. They don't spend a lot of money. They don't spend a lot of money, but fair enough. If they give Jurgen Klopp, I don't think, when Osam comes back, I want to hear your feelings about Jurgen Klopp actually joining Real Madrid, because I think he's going to go. I think they're going to get Jurgen Klopp. Genuinely believe that. Unless there is a name that people didn't talk about for Real Madrid. He's an ex-Real Madrid player, but people don't know about it. You know what I mean? People don't know. His name is Luis Enrique, who played for both Madrid and Barcelona, and he might actually go. He might go. Tom, why don't you join us here, Tom, instead of you ranting behind on the keyboard? Text me, Tom. You're one of the people, Tom. You're not the viewers. Text me. They want to be in the conversation with Ferguson and other great teams, but are scared to be called favorites next to a team that didn't win.
I'm joining.
Yeah, I think he's.
Send you the link.
How do you feel about Klopp joining? Does it matter for you that he's joining Real Madrid?
I don't think he will join Real Madrid.
Why?
I just don't see it happening. I think it's a bad fit for him. He spoke publicly about this many times. He said when he went to Man United, with the finances that he had, he felt like he was going into Disneyland. That's the most Klopp thing ever, you know? He's like, he's the opposite of Pep, basically. I just don't think, you know, all these egos at Real Madrid and shit, and, you know, I just don't think that works for him, really. المشكلة right now, the only thing with Manchester City like can make them better is maybe Ancelotti, Zidane. Like they need to go back to that pool of managers again.
I don't understand this super chat. So Saeed is now Jamal because his team is losing. What do we call Osam? I don't understand.
We're not as bad as Man United at all, Mr. Perfecto. I get it. You're horny because you just signed the player, but you need to control yourself. And Jad, you think I'm as bad as Man United? Change my name? I don't have to change my name.
Big up. I see saying, big up Mo and Osam. Real talk. FSG are cocks. The same crap that they are doing now is what they did with Boston, the Red Sox. They are the epitome of Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck. They are the epitome of Scrooge McDuck.
I don't know what Scrooge McDuck is.
I don't know either.
I assume he was like a Mickey Mouse character, but I always thought he was dead rich.
Anyway, what do you think about it, Tom?
I mean, it's all well and good, but I didn't want the club spending 300 grand a week on Marc Guehi. So if that was the fucking going rate for him, then you know what, you might be all right.
But you're competing in the Premier League. This is the price. This is the going. You know what? Yes. It's different in Italy. I can say that, but this is the ongoing price for good players. What do we want this to do? Like,
but Mo, we're saying that 300k is the price, is the going rate for top
players. That's the going rate for players that are £20 million.
I don't disagree. But then I don't think Marc Guehi wants that though, because the difference is, Mo, we would have to pay that anyway by the sound of it, because that was what he wanted in the summer.
300. Is it 200k or 300k? I want to know.
It's 300k.
I don't know. I don't know. Sam said there are reports saying 200k.
So everyone says Ornstein said so. Ornstein said nothing. Alex Crook was the one who said 200k, and then 15 minutes later, he came out and said, no, it's 300k. And then
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
Back that up.
Thing is, that's the reason why as soon as Mo mentioned them, I don't know how much he's on, but I don't think 300k is a lot now. Anyway,
300k for a fucking club like Liverpool, it is. He'd be our third highest paid player.
Gakpo's on 285.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, Tom. You're signing him for 20 million pounds. Man, like do the math. You're gonna sign Schlotterbeck for 50, 60 million. So it's the same. It's the rest. The value of the contract is kind of similar. So it's very similar. So it doesn't matter if he's 300.
Yeah. The value, the cost overall,
it's the same.
Yeah. But the difference is, it's the impact it has in the dressing room. If Marc Guehi comes into the football club and gets 300 grand a week, what are guys like Dominic Szoboszlai and Ryan Gravenberch and McAllister and Canate going to be asking for with their contract renewals? They're also going to be asking for that. And then all of a sudden, your wage bill skyrockets to levels you've never seen.
You're getting rid of Salah and Van Dijk and Salah are going within a year. That frees up 700k a week.
Salah and Van Dijk are two of the best players on the planet.
Yeah, but they're going to be free. That wage is gone in a year. That wage is gone in a year. That's 700k.
Yeah.
That can be divided.
That doesn't then mean that we start giving 300k a week to players who aren't 300k a week level. 300k a week plus should only go to your best players.
If he's not that level, why do you think City paid that much?
Because Manchester City are desperate for a centre-back. Guardiola out for the season. Ruben Diaz out for a couple of months. John Stones eternally injured. They had to recall someone from Watford. Like, Man City are desperate for centre-back.
I want to ask you something for it. Is that advantageous for Man City?
Do they have an advantage over other clubs? You mean?
Is that advantageous for Man City to be able to sign these players? Is it a level playing field?
Myself, Tom, and Liverpool fans have been saying this for the longest now. It's like not a level playing field, and people get mad. Like, oh, you just want to complain about the money. It's not a level playing field. It's not.
But they didn't want to hear it when we were good because they thought it was excuses. You can't say all this when you're good because then people just think you're trying to find excuses for the reasons. The fact of the matter is, it isn't a level playing field. Manchester City fucked up with their squad building. They fucked up with their squad building, not last summer, but the summer before that. And for the last 3 windows, they've been trying to repay and pay up to fix those mistakes. Why do you think Omar Marmoush got 300 grand a week? Because in January, you can't sit there and haggle. If you need a player, you get the player. Look at all the players that they have just bought players to plug holes that they've created, and they know by doing that in January, you pay premium upon premium upon premium. Omar Marmoush is a good footballer. Omar Marmoush is never worth 300 plus grand a week. Never. If I go look at the highest paid players in the Premier League right now, Salah should be top because it was Salah and KDB, and then KDB left, so Salah should be top. And then, it's Erling Haaland top, then Salah, then Van Dijk, then Casemiro, Sterling, and then you get to Bernardo Silva and Marmoush. How is Marmoush in the same pay grade as Bernardo Silva? And Marc Guehi will be in that exact same pay grade when he joins. They are paying the premiums and the price for poor squad building, but they can afford to do that. I couldn't imagine us doing that. I also would struggle to imagine Arsenal doing that. I don't think Arsenal could fuck up their squad building and then in the January go pay 300 plus grand a week on a player to just fix that one problem that they've got. I don't think they could, but City can. City can, and that's the difference in it. But people didn't want to hear this until now. So how many on the first 25 players of the highest paid 25 players in the Premier League? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them are Manchester City players. There's 1, 2, 3 Chelsea players. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Arsenal players, soon to be 6 when Saka signs his contract. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 Liverpool players. Salah, Van Dijk, Isak, and Gakpo. How the fuck Gakpo?
Oh yeah,
I never know. And then the other ones, Man United. Man United have 2 with Casemiro and Fernandes. Like this is why we say it's they're a very good football team on the pitch, very good. Off the pitch, it's so incredibly difficult to compete with them because they don't pay for their mistakes. If we made mistakes in the transfer window, we're held back 3 years. We're fucked for 2-3 years. If Arsenal make mistakes in the transfer window, they're fucked for 2-3 years. If United make constant mistakes in the window and they keep pushing themselves back, Man City can have a horror window, fail to address anything, and then 12 months later they spent 350 million quid, and it's all sorted and it's all fixed and it's all no problem. And that's where the gripe comes from. That's where the issues and the gripes and the frustration comes from. To have 10 of the top 25 play, one of them's Jack Grealish. He's not even there, but they still pay 225 grand of his wages. Like this is where the annoyance comes from. I don't knock Marc Guehi, by the way, for picking Man City. I said it on the show earlier. If I was a player who had the options of Liverpool or Man City right now, you are picking Man City every day of the week. Every day of the week. They've got a better manager. They're in better form. They've got more aspirations. And there's a lot less drama and a lot less uncertainty around that football club for the upcoming 6, 12, 18, 24 months. 110%. I don't knock Marc Guehi for that decision. But as a fan of a rival team, it's just so incredibly frustrating to try and compete with it. It's so difficult to compete with it because windows of opportunity don't open up long enough. They don't.
That's a passionate rant.
Man City of the season went into it going, we've done all this business in January, and they've got to, or in the summer, they've got to January and they've went, our wingers, we've got Doku, but he's inconsistent, and our wingers outside that are really bad, and we've got some centre-back injuries. So they've splashed out near on 100 million quid, as well as however much in wages. How much is Semenyo on? I'm sure Semenyo's got to be pretty high up now. Have they updated his wages on this, or am I going to have to go search for it? $150 grand a week. So they spent 80 million quid and 450 grand a week to address the winger and the centre-back problem in the January. Other teams just can't do that.
So I don't understand. So are we slagging off City?
We have to.
Why? That's
because
if they're allowed. If they're allowed to spend, let me present my point.
Because all teams have to face adversity except them.
Is that their fault? Why is that their fault?
I mean, the problem is, Mo, there's 115 massive glaring exclamation marks that hang over. It's
not their fault. That's the Premier League. You can talk to the Premier League about that. Why are you talking to City about it?
Sorry,
Club can do whatever they want.
115 charges are also their own fault.
It's the Premier League. That's not them.
Yeah.
Why
the fact it hasn't been dealt with is the Premier League's fault 100%.
Yeah, well, so why is it City's? Why is it City's? Like, why should a City fan actually be upset? So you want City fans to be like,
care.
They shouldn't care.
I haven't said that.
I think they should care.
I haven't said that. City fans can feel how they want to feel. It's why I said that.
So why are people snagging off City about it then?
Because how are other teams meant to compete with that?
But it's not their fault.
I never said it is their fault. I'm just asking how are other teams supposed to compete with that?
The only thing I have for City fans is
when we've said this frustrating. City can do what they want to do. Chelsea have bent as many rules as them. Chelsea's still shit at doing it. Chelsea have bent as many rules as City have in different ways. And if you're going to bend the rules to win, go for it. But the frustration from rivals and the frustration from opposition fans is also perfectly viable in that situation. Because I can say that we play by the books for the most part, but when we borrowed their scouting network in 2013, which they want to hang over your head. Arsenal, for the most part, play by the books. But windows of opportunity don't open up because you can't punish mistakes they make because you don't even get the chance to.
They run the club very well. Ask your owners. You ask your owners to sell your club to an ambitious owner. Osama has been doing this for years. For years. He doesn't want FSG. He wants an ambitious owner that will be able to bend the rules, that will be able to use everything in their power for the team to win. That's what City have. That's what City have. City have someone that is willing to do whatever it takes. The difference between City and Chelsea is that the Chelsea people are willing to do everything to protect their finances. Now, for the City owners, like Abramovich before, like Moratti for Inter, like Berlusconi for Milan, they used to do everything in their power, like the Agnelli family for Osam knows what I'm talking about. Osam knows the bidding war that was happening in Italy back in the late 90s and early 2000s with Vieri and like Moratti and Berlusconi, because these people wanted to do everything in their power for the club to win. Moratti used to pay from his pocket for Inter to win. So City got lucky. They got bought by an ambitious owner. Lucky. But this is the reality they are in now. My only thing that I would take on Man City fans is that you got to accept who you are now. You got to accept that your club...
what do you mean?
What I mean, but you got to accept that your club is a level above the rest in terms of spending. Is a level above the rest.
Which they don't accept. That's the problem.
That is my only take.
If you bring it up, immediately German chicken wing in the chat is going to go like, yeah, but we only broke the transfer record once under Pep. All our signings are for 60 million only, so it doesn't count. Like this comment, I love it. I love this comment. This is the comment. Don't say this though.
But this is the comment. This is the comment. Yeah, we spend a lot and I love it. Deal with it. Cry more. As long as it's not against the rules now, cry more. I love this comment. This is how it is. Right? Like, for example, Liverpool fans, and let me tell this, because let's go back to last summer. My feet kicked up, cry more. We spent $500 million. We're signing Isak and Ekitiki. We're getting, turn off your camera. Turn off your camera. Because I remember when Osam was saying that our rivals are crying because Liverpool are spending $500 million in the summer. I'm loving it. And Osam said, I love it. Cry more. He told Arsenal fans, cry more.
When did I
Osam literally told people, we spent $500 million.
So Mo, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Liverpool had a summer where they spent a lot of money. Liverpool had a summer where they spent a lot of money. Yeah, how many windows can we say City spent a lot of money?
I hear you, but in the summer, Liverpool fans were telling people that we spent money because it's the first time. I get $500 million or 400. It's 450 million.
But to be fair, it's the first time we did it ever.
Exactly, but you told people what?
It's like the first time you go to a strip club. It's like the first time you go to a strip club and you get all that excited by everything. And you start saying something, you start acting big, and I am.
Liverpool fans and Osam, you know, they tasted that spinach that Popeyes used to get back in the days. You know, they tasted the spinach. They kind of saw their forearms getting bigger. They saw their legs getting bigger. They saw, like, you know, the biceps getting bigger. And they're like, I love this power. I can get used to this power. Try more, you rivals. You guys tasted the power and you loved it. But the difference is, and I'm going to tell you the difference between Liverpool, including Tom and Osam and others and Drifty and all this. They embraced it. They never hid from it. Osam went on streams and Tom and said, yeah, we got Isak. We're going to get Isak and Ekitiki, Frimpong, Vert, cry more, deal with it. It's your club, literally. You know what I mean? Liverpool fans embraced it. What I don't like is that the majority of the City fans are not embracing the fact that your club spend money. They're not. I want people to embrace the fact that you're. But I know
who you are. Say we spend more money than everyone else. Look at this guy. Look.
At least that comment. At least that comment is there.
Oh, we have the most revenue.
The post boxes, the amount of money post boxes make for Manchester City is ridiculous. By the way, honest to God, you've never seen anything like it.
Crazy. The Sheikh's cousins.
But at the end of the day, Mo, the real big point I'm trying to get at here is that, and it comes back to what I'm saying about how teams have to pay for mistakes for years.
Yeah, we know that. Darwin Núñez is the biggest example of Liverpool. Darwin Núñez. Let me just put this out there.
But I will even bring it to this window. I will even bring it to now. I'll even bring it to now for you. The summer that we've just had, Isak might be fucked. Isak might never get back to us, but Isak might be crap.
Yes.
We're not going to go out next summer and buy another striker. We won't go out in 2028 and buy another striker.
Done.
Because we spent that much on him, we are going to have to stand by him up until 2029 at the absolute earliest. If Man City, well, let's look at the situation with Man City. Man City bought fucking Bravo, and in the next year, because he didn't work out, Ederson, which was one of the record fees for the keeper at the time. They bought centre backs, didn't work out. Go get a new centre back the next window. If City make a mistake in the market, they don't have to live with that mistake.
So it
for
is
more
not
than a year.
level. It's not a level playing field. That's what you want.
Yes, it's not, Mo. But me and Tom agreed with this an hour ago. We agreed with this 3 years ago, 4 years ago with Jurgen Klopp, when you and others were like, "Oh, it's not my fault that Liverpool owners don't want to spend." But we're trying to explain, guys, it's not a level playing field because of when Klopp fucked up on Núñez, we got fucked for 3 years in a row. Simple as.
But when Klopp fucked up not buying a midfielder, or when he fucked up on buying Naby Keita for 60 million quid, Naby Keita lasted 5 fucking years.
And the other thing is, Tom, really, one of the things that helped us, in my opinion, is actually the arrival of the Saudi League. Because if the Saudi League didn't make bids for Fabinho and Henderson and Núñez and these players,
they would have stayed. They would have stayed.
There is a world. I'll be honest with you, Mo. You might not believe me, but I'm being honest. There is a world in which, we still have Núñez today if the Saudi League didn't exist.
Yeah, I know.
Who the fuck is gonna buy that clown? Yami, he's not the top goal scorer of Al Hilal. You lived in Saudi. Al Hilal is the Man City, of the Saudi League. They dominate everyone. He doesn't even have more goals than Marcus Leonardo. You don't even know who he is.
People, let's do this. People can say all they want. When I see my Arsenal boys, they are locked the fuck in, bro. That's where my confidence is in this team.
Can we say the other side of the argument more as well? And I want to see if you and Tom agree with it. As much as I agree it's not a level playing field, and as much as I agree that Manchester City are fucking losers, and I still hope Arsenal will win the league, Arsenal can't use City spending as an excuse. Do you agree?
Oh, they cannot. Arsenal, no, they
cannot.
No, absolutely
especially not this season. Arsenal can't use that.
You're already 6 points ahead with 17 games left to play. When you have actually played a lot of teams away from home, the top 10. You have only 1 game left. 1 game left away from home in the top 10. 1 game, which is Man City. Crystal Palace, who are not in the top 10. Believe it or not, they aren't in the top 10.
I don't even think we can include Crystal Palace in that conversation anymore. The manager said he's going, so what the fuck is he about? Guehi's going.
No, I'm not, bro. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm not going to sit
Palace is not as much as a difficult game anyway now, but
I'm not going to sit here and say that Arsenal have an excuse to not win this league because City got Guehi. And
thank you. I agree with that.
I'm not going to sit here and say that. However, if City fail to win the league also, I'm going to give them a little bit of scrutiny. Bro,
no, not a little bit. They deserve scrutiny. A little bit. Why? Best manager in history, and you spend all this money. Why only a little bit of scrutiny?
Not only that, Arsenal playing with 10 men a lot of the time because they're playing Gyökeres up front.
Well, he scored.
Playing at a disadvantage.
Shame on the Decorum. He scored and assisted at the bridge.
Robert Sanchez threw it at him. He wasn't scoring otherwise.
But can I tell you?
Can
I say something? Okay, I'm gonna go back to. There is a comment coming here from the last comment, and I'm gonna come to it. I said Klopp to Real Madrid weeks ago, and Terry said that it wouldn't happen because of his style of play. Real Madrid is in a serious trouble, big egos.
Kylian Mbappe is not doing the gegenpressing at Roberto Firmino.
But do you know what his first? Do you know his first thing is? Vinny out of the club if he goes. It's from Darius, whatever his name is.
Can I just say one thing? It's not a match. It's not because me and Tom love Klopp so much and we just don't want him to manage him. It's not like we're gatekeeping the guy. It's just not a match, Mo. If you tell me Klopp is going to Barcelona, I'd believe you. Like there's a part of me that go like, yeah, I see that happening.
Yeah,
But
if he gets Vinny out, he can use Mbappe. عادي, it's okay.
No, it's not about
you think Mbappe is doing gegenpressing?
It's not the be all end all about whether he can use Mbappe or Vinny. The point of the matter is, Jurgen Klopp's football is about killing any and all ego. You could be the best player in the world. You are the same level as your backup left back because you have to do the same work. Real Madrid's entire ethos as a football club is built on ego, and we are better than you, and we don't have to try as hard, and we don't have to work as hard because you know what? We are just better.
I
and
think
quality will shine through.
On this one. It's just not a match, man.
This is where you always contradict yourself more. It is no more a choice when it favors City. What's the choice? I don't understand. What's the choice? But I never give Arsenal any leeway. And I said that it's Liverpool's choice to sign 200 million pound strikers together. When did I contradict myself? When? I said that Liverpool are the most failed club this season in the Premier League because of the money they signed.
Even
and no Liverpool fan will see.
100%.
No Liverpool fan.
Do you think any Liverpool fan is sat here saying this is a success? Are you mad? Only way this season is a success is if we win the UCL. That's it.
Mo, we are 2 points ahead of Brentford. No one should be saying anything about Liverpool and good season.
Yeah.
We are not in this conversation.
I said the number one failure this season currently, as it stands, are Liverpool. Number two are Chelsea.
100%.
That's it. And I have, by the way, there is not one Liverpool fan that told me, that actually debated me. They were like, they nod. They say, yeah, we agree. We are the biggest failures this season in the league.
I can give you more evidence. That's what I can do. I won't know. I'll give you more evidence.
I will back up your failures. Exactly.
I can back up your claim.
Nobody contradicts themselves. You're just sensitive again. You are sensitive again.
I have no problem saying that.
By the way, I'm going to tell you something, German chicken. I said it's Arsenal last season. I am on record saying it's Arsenal's choice not to go and sign a striker in January when they were 5 points behind. It's your choice. You chose to go with Mikel Merino. No one told you. No one forced your hand to not sign a striker, whoever the fucking striker is. Liverpool's choice not to renew Konate or get a backup center back in the summer apart from Leone. It's Liverpool's choice to have Conor Bradley and Frimpong. That is your fucking choice. That's not. I told Hussam this in the summer. It's your choice to still go with Gravenberch as your main DM and have an end. It's your choice. You could have invested in a DM. It's a choice.
To a certain degree, yeah.
But you could have instead of spending.
In theory, yes. But I think the one thing that gets lost amongst people in the summer is the whole you didn't need to spend 200 million quid on two strikers. To a level I agree, but we wouldn't have spent 200 million quid on two strikers if one of our strikers hadn't passed away. Jota would have stayed, and we wouldn't have signed Ekitike. That was never in the plan. So that pivoted, and then that.
But we know that you had an extra 35 million for a centre back.
We did. We all know this. That was there.
There was an extra 35 million, 40 actually on the side for a centre back, whoever that centre back is.
Yeah, that was there.
And that was a choice to leave it to next summer or this January because you were too late.
Well, we say to
do the Guehi thing.
We played by the books with the Guehi deal. It was Palace that kept delaying. It was Palace that kept delaying it. It was a choice as much as it was a choice, but I don't think it was that much.
You spent 450 million on 4 or 5 players, while City spent the same on 12, 13 players. Spend your money wisely and stop crying.
So the reason you've had to spend that much on 12 to 13 players is because you didn't spend your money wisely. So you kept having to spend money to make up for the mistakes. Hence why you bought 13 fucking players.
1-0, Tom.
We spent 450 million quid on 4
I didn't get what Tom said.
So he's saying that we spent the same amount of money, so we're on the same fucking point. We spent the same amount of money.
You are.
So him saying that you spent it wisely, to me, because I bought 5 of them when he's bought more than double mine, implies that he's spent his money less wisely because he's spent his money and had to buy more players to make up for the ones that he bought.
His own mistakes more, you get it?
Because he's bought double the players. I haven't got to the point where I have to correct my mistakes yet. I might have to spend 600 million quid, but as it stands, you can't tell me I haven't spent my money wisely.
Semenyo corrects the Marmoush mistake. You get it? Guehi corrects the Kusanov mistake. They've already made signings anyway, but they're correcting their own mistakes that they can't use right now in the season because they suck.
Hussam, you can go further back. Marmoush corrects the Savio mistake, and then Semenyo corrects the Marmoush mistake. So we're going back and back and back. We're going back and back and back on this 12 to 13 players.
I think there is one for me that stood out to me this summer, which is who the club the fuck that buys James Trafford and then a month, 2 weeks later.
They haven't even gotten to correcting that mistake yet.
like to be honest with you, that is the one that is done by you buy a 25 million pound.
Wait until he gets a fullback. Wait until he has to start correcting the mistakes at fullback.
Oh, Matheus Nunes playing fullback. Nico
Tom, Man U used to spend big. Why more now? Stop.
Because to the same degree, Man United spent big, but when Man United fucked
People
up...
used to say the same thing about Man United.
Yes.
Buying the league and all this. What the fuck?
Yes, it was said about United, but also, I hate doing this, but I will slightly defend them here. When they fucked up replacing Cristiano Ronaldo, a new fucking mega money winger didn't come in the next summer to replace Valencia, did he? Ferguson was stuck with Valencia and Owen. So this is what I'm saying. Look, I've just explained it. Manchester City bought Savio, he was shit. So they bought Marmoush, he was shit. So they bought Semenyo. They bought 3 players for 1 position. I could also, in theory, put Cherky in that list because he's played Cherky on the wing. Look at that. Look at that. Who the fuck is Reece? Who's Reece? When did they buy Reece?
Vitor Reis.
When did they buy him?
I haven't even seen him.
This is what I'm saying. And
Ryan's been benched recently.
You can go to the Gonzalez one as well. Rodri came in, but
play when Rodri's fit.
They had to replace Fernandinho, so they bought Calvin Phillips. He didn't work out. So they bought back Gundogan. He didn't work out. So they brought in Nico Gonzalez. 3 guys. Done. Every single time they make a mistake, they only have to live with it up until the end of the season. Other clubs can't do that. No, I'll put it to you. I know it's a bit different because Serie A's not got the money. But if you spent 40 million quid on a really bad DM who underperformed, the next summer, are you then going to spend 40 million quid on a replacement for that DM?
We're stuck with that Sherby, my man. So just have some shame on the decorum. We're stuck with Mkhitaryan. We're renewing Mkhitaryan contract because we couldn't get another replacement for him.
So you understand the frustration that I'm getting at? You have to live with your mistakes. You buy someone bad, they stay.
There is a talk Marmoush could leave on loan, but that is the point. You can. Okay, number one,
you just proved Tom's point with one statement.
I'm gonna tell you something, Mr. Perfecto. Just one thing. No club that is gonna loan. Okay, Omar Marmoush is gonna pay the 300k away. You're gonna have to pay some of the wages. With Semenyo on 150k at City, so you could have something there. But Silva, Grealish are going in the summer. Fair enough.
Yeah, but it's not the. And then to that point, then Mr. Perfecto, Silva and Grealish are probably going. So are Manchester City not going to buy anyone in the summer and save that 600 grand a week, or am I going to see a couple of players come in and all of a sudden that money's back in the squad to fix mistakes that they made previously? This is the gripe. And City fans can love that. I'm not telling them to not love it. City fans should embrace the fact that their football club don't have to live with mistakes.
Don't deny
it. But don't sit there and try and make out that you're like, woe is me. And look at other clubs doing it.
Facts.
You beat the whole thing about Liverpool spent money this summer. This was my first time. I lost my winning the transfer window virginity this summer. I was able to swing my dick around and go, look at me spending all this money. You've done that for 6 years.
This is our first time ever doing this. First time ever.
I got a bit excited. And I may have went a bit early. I know you've got more experience than that. From what can I do about that, though? You can't hold that against me.
Of course, City they have the most revenue with it, that one, Mr. Perfecto. We're not going to go there. If these two go there, you're not going to hear the end of it. We are annoyed, but City and Pool spending $500 million is different. Liverpool won't do it again next summer. City will triple down in the summer.
Thank you. This is the point, Kika. I'm going to say something right now, guys. And Liverpool fans in the chat, you guys might get mad, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. Liverpool Football Club this summer are probably going to spend 70 to 80 million plus sales.
We're going to be doing sell to buy again. We're going to be doing sell to buy. Any fair change, anyone?
If you call right now Richard Hughes, he'll probably tell you, listen, 70, 80 million plus whatever you want to sell, and then you spend. That's it. I'll be honest.
That's on you for spending 150 million on one player. We address that.
Acknowledge that part, though.
No, none of us are trying to argue that point.
We can't correct the Isak mistake in the summer. We can't. Halas, our strikers next season, Isak Ekitike. Done. You get it? Like, there's no option C.
None of us actually said that. I didn't say that Arab are cheaters. I didn't say that. I said they're ambitious.
No one said that.
None of us said that, by the way. You're just hearing stuff in your head. None of us sat here and said
voices in my head.
You hear voices. We said they're ambitious. As an Arsenal fan, I think City do have an advantage, but at this point with FFP, it's almost irrelevant. The problem is our clubs do business and don't want to lose money. City don't give a fuck about profit.
That's
Husam's point. By the way, this is Husam's point since I did content with him.
Middlesbrough. It was one of the best games. Middlesbrough just went 2-0 up, and then West Brom scored 2 goals to come back just now. West Brom are a better coach than us.
It's not hard to be better coach.
They just made triangles and played a great pass to the winger who scored a goal. I cannot believe.
But Hussam, it's not hard to be better than us. There are so many teams who are better than us at the minute.
No.
I guess Puma is a fake mailbox sponsor with the record-breaking £1 billion deal with City, netting City 100 million a year. But we never said that. Who? No, none of us said that. You are, by the way, I'm going to tell you what is happening now. I don't know what is happening now. You are assuming that we're saying this, but it's in your head already. It's in your head already that you're projecting. I never said that.
Yes, this shows what you truly feel inside, because none of us
said it.
None
of us
you know what Ollie said this? This is what all three of us said. It's not a level playing field because City correct their own mistakes and don't give a fuck they spend money. Who brought up anything that you're mentioning?
I never said anything about cheating. I never said about fixing.
You know who brought up revenue, Mr. Perfecto?
You.
Mr. Perfecto. You're the one who brought up the revenue.
Yes, you brought it up. No one mentioned. I don't think I'm gonna go back in the stream right now. If me, Mo, or Tom said like the word revenue before you said it, then I will literally apologize to you publicly. No one brought it up.
We never said that.
Me too.
When has it ever been a level playing field? It's never been. It's never been. It's never been.
It's never been a level playing field, but there's also points where it's been less disproportionate than what it is now. I think the closest we got to a level playing field in terms of teams was about the late 2000s. And even then, you had Chelsea that could spend a lot of money but didn't. So it was by choice that it was as close to a level playing field.
Big up my man for the super chat. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. I know you sent another one here saying play in level fields. Liverpool outspent 18 to 20 teams in the Premier League, Tom.
But you're not actually responding to Tom's point because we did it once. That's Tom's point.
Mm-hmm. And how many other years have we been outspent by 18 out of 20 teams?
Yeah. Since do you know that before the transfer window of last summer, do you know that, and Tom will tell you this, do you know that there are championship clubs who spent more money than us? Clubs in the championship. So you're just bringing up one transfer window as a measuring stick.
Difference between Liverpool and City, we had to spend 450 million.
Nunes left, Diaz left, Jota, RIP, forever in our thoughts. He's gone as well. So we were in a position where we had to spend. By the way, another thing as well, speaking of the spending thing, like, you look at it from the perspective of, are Liverpool going to do this shit again next summer? Ask yourself. And you know deep down that the answer is no.
City spent 450 million across seasons regularly for fun.
City, I looked it up. Mo. So we are the criminals and we are the scum for spending 420 million this summer. Manchester City in 12 months, so from last January to this January, have spent 420 million. We have spent 420 million quid in the exact same time period because we bought no one last January.
To the window before that, Liverpool made 70 million pounds in profit.
We bought Chiesa. Chiesa was our only fucking signing, and he's not allowed to play. Who did City buy in the summer of 2024?
Not
Did you have a look?
How much did we really spend? Because we also sold players. I never look at selling players like this for one reason, because of the signing bonuses, the wages, and all this stuff. I'm looking at the incomings, how much you spend.
She's saying it from a different perspective. Yes, we signed Isak and Ekitike, but 3 forwards left. It's different
City had,
when you...
City had 13 players
City
leaving.
have right now.
City has 13 players leaving last summer.
Dagiga. Who left from the City forwards right now? Grealish is the only one who went out on loan. Even with Semenyo, they still have Marmoush, Haaland, Savio, Doku, Foden, Sherky.
Oscar Bob.
So what I'm saying is, it's not like we sign Isak, Ekitike, and keep Diaz. You get it? That's different.
Also, when we're talking about Man City selling 13 players, I've looked up the sales list. James McAtee, that's like us selling Harvey Elliott. Yan Kuto wasn't even at the fucking club. Maximo Perron wasn't even at the club. Ederson, they replaced him with 2 goalkeepers. Akanji, De Bruyne, Gundogan barely played. Kyle Walker. Was Kyle Walker at the club last season? I thought he was at AC Milan. So he wasn't.
Yes, he was at AC Milan, so he wasn't at the club.
Vitor Rice didn't even know he existed. Jack Grealish. Echeverry didn't play. Naipan didn't play. Juma Bar didn't play. Issa Kabore didn't play. Josh Wilson-Esban didn't play. And Scott Carson. So out of the 13, 4 of them were relevant. 8 of them weren't even at the club the season beforehand. Now you compare that with us. Luis Diaz was our second best attacker. Darwin Núñez was he played a lot.
Liverpool and Arsenal are the only 2 big clubs who play by the rules.
No. City have the most revenue.
Yeah, man, what are you on about? City make
they have the most revenue.
They make so much money.
Yeah.
Big up, my man, for the super chat. Thank you so much.
Big up.
How is Marmoush a mistake when City signed him as a backup to Haaland? Tom, you are rattled about Guehi and Semenyo. Just hold the big L.
I can't be rattled about Semenyo because I didn't want Semenyo.
I didn't want Semenyo either. Mo and Tom, we all 3 of us work with each other. Say this to someone who said, yes, bring me Semenyo. I didn't want Semenyo. Tom didn't want Semenyo.
I think Semenyo's a good
Mo worked with me when only Liverpool were linked to them, and I said, I don't want him.
Also, if I look at this season, Marmoush has played up front. Like, the only time he plays up front is for 5 minutes off the bench.
I want Marmoush, man. Bring me Marmoush. Keep Semenyo.
Like, you can say you bought him as a backup for... So, I went back to last season. You can say you brought him as a backup for Haaland. Yet, why did he play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games with Haaland in the same team? It's not very backup to me.
Yeah. And listen, we have the Egyptian king, might as well bring the prince and give him the crown before the king leaves. Run it, man. Bring
someone in the chat said, life isn't fair.
Life isn't fair. Okay, but my thing is, Mo said this from an hour ago. Just acknowledge it. Just say, okay, guys, we spend money. Fuck off. This is who we are. Just don't try to do this.
But I know when you guys say these things.
Okay, Let me ask you the question. Let me ask you the question.
Can I talk?
No, Kevin De Bruyne. No, Kevin De Bruyne. Wait there.
The problem is, guys, when Osama and Tom are saying this, when everyone is saying this, I know what it's a dig. It's a dig. That we want people to acknowledge it, so you take away a little bit from their achievement. Isn't that the case? Don't lie. If you're saying, if you are telling someone that consistently win, but you have the best car, you're basically taking away from their win.
Okay, Mo, I'll ask you. Okay, I'll reverse the question on you. Do you equate Klopp's league title to Pep Guardiola league titles?
I don't know what that means. Equate.
Meaning, the whole this means more thing was mocked and ridiculed and all this stuff because Trent ended up leaving and all this shit, right? No problem. Are we equating Klopp one league title to one of Pep's league titles?
Are you saying that 1 league title for Klopp equals 4 league titles for Pep? That's what you're saying.
Okay, I'll use.
That's what you are saying, right? Am I hearing?
I'll use a different argument. I'll use a different argument so people aren't rattled.
I just want to get your
Are
point
we
straight.
equating Ranieri league title with Leicester to one of Ferguson's league titles?
100% no.
Exactly. With Jurgen Klopp and this whole thing about, oh my God, just deal with it. My brother, you had a Ferrari and I beat you to the race with a Honda.
See, exactly.
And I made it a Ferrari.
So you are belittling their achievement. So you are belittling their achievement. That's what you're doing.
No one is belittling the achievement.
You are. What you're saying, you are saying that they have a Ferrari and you have Sam. When you're saying they have a Ferrari,
it's reality.
It's a dig. It's a dig.
It's reality. It's not a dig.
But it's a dig. It's reality, but hold on. Someone having a Ferrari and you're saying that they have the Ferrari and you have the Honda and you beat them. That means their win with the Ferrari is not worth the same as you win with the Honda.
100% it's not worth the same. 100% not worth the same.
Okay. And that's a reality.
It's not worth the same. Arteta is going to win the league this season, according to me and you. He's about to win Arsenal their first league title in 21 years. Is it the same as Pep coming into a team that already won the league, spending 200 million and changing?
No, it's not. But Pep,
point proven.
But Pep.
So what are you saying it as a dig more? Or are you just
no? But Pep won 4. Here is a difference.
That's why no one is saying. That's why no one is saying.
Let me explain.
Equal Pep or Arteta equal Pep.
Let me explain. Pep. If Pep came in and won 2 league titles and Liverpool won 1 league title, you can say, yeah, Pep won more because he has more funds. But the fact that he won 6 league titles, he dominated England, he won a treble for City, that means he is actually the better driver.
We know that.
Okay.
That's
my opinion.
The only thing we don't know is, can Pep take a Honda and make it a Ferrari?
And that is another
thing. Because every time he's put in the Honda, Daddy Big Bucks comes in and buys him a new Ferrari anyway.
Yeah.
I don't have to see him in the struggle. I don't have to see him work with what he's got because it gets to January.
But that's a different story than winning the league, Tom. But that's a different now we are talking about a different argument, which is me and you and Osam have been with Terry about this and Man United fans and about, is he actually a checkbook manager? Does he ever win without the best or not? That's a different argument than the spending and level playing field. That's a different argument completely. Can he do what Jurgen Klopp did? Can he do what Jurgen Klopp did and win a Champions League and reach 2 Champions League finals and win a league title and battle like this with the team?
I will ask you a very clear question. Let's say Pep Guardiola next season wants to manage in the Serie A. Okay? Which Serie A clubs do you think he can manage?
Juventus only.
Oh, there's one more possibility.
He can only because of the fund. Nobody has the funds as the Juventus.
Napoli.
You don't.
Okay, fair enough. But
I hear your point. He's only going to manage a club.
No, 1 second. Why doesn't Pep go manage AC Milan? Why?
Because you don't have the fund. Because they signed Luka Modric at the age of 55.
Oh, there you go. So he needs daddy's money to win.
But he's the best. He demands the best.
There you go.
He's the best. He demands the best.
There you are. Point.
If you're okay, why is Real Madrid, if they're gonna get Klopp, he's gonna demand everything because he's one of the best?
But he's not going to go there.
Tom literally said City's revenue is mailbox sponsors. When I said City spend due to having the most revenue, so I said the Puma mailbox.
So you brought it up, and I made a joking comment. You brought it up first. You brought it up first. The whole thing was that you brought it up first. You brought it up, and I went, oh, then mailboxes make them loads of revenue. So me and Hassam are correct here, and it's not very often me and Hassam agree on something, but me and Hassam agree on the fact that we're correct here.
The Guehi signing hits hard. I get it, Hassam and Tom. To be honest with you, German, going from a banter perspective, from a jokes, it looks like it's hitting really hard. Sam releasing a rant on his stream, on his show, this channel this morning. Sad rant this morning, German Chico. It is fucking hitting hard.
Say something. Tom felt the same way like me as well. We did a copy stream earlier on. يعني إحنا we're in a position now where it's like we're not angry, we're depressed. And you know depression is worse than anger. You know this, right? When you're at the depressed stage, it's even worse than anger. I'm sat here. I don't look forward to the football. I don't look forward to the game tomorrow. I already know the exact scenario of what's going to happen in the game tomorrow. I know the minute of the substitutions. I know who he's going to take off. I know exactly how we're going to score the goals, who's going to have higher XG in the second half. Like, we're boring to watch. We're dead to watch on the football pitch. We have failed this season in the Premier League. And on top of all this, all these players are not choosing us.
But we need to finish this before your stream starts, Husama.
I'm basically in countdown mode now.
You can carry on with Tom.
I'm in countdown mode. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at the minute. I'm just waiting for my saviour to walk through the door in the summer. This now is irrelevant. This now is irrelevant, Mo. I'm tapped out. I'm good. I know we're not going to do anything.
You think Xabi Alonso's winning you anything at Liverpool?
Yes. Xabi Alonso can win a lot of Liverpool. Xabi Alonso's a good manager, top manager. Went invincible by Leverkusen.
We'll see. Said City 700 million in sales last 5 year academy paying off. That's the revenue.
Mm-hmm.
That's the revenue. So it's right.
Yeah. There. No, you made some money from sales. And
Sam and Tom and Rattle, City spend, cry more. They all cry more. They are depressed people. The days of watch Beckham and Zidane and Figo R9 playing on the same team is over because all you guys do is cry over teams spending money.
Yeah, like that team was any good anyway. They won 1 league title in 5 years. You don't know nothing, Marco. Marco, every time you send a super chat, I see myself educating you. I don't know why. I think since I met you, I've never seen you make a valid point.
Also, why do we act like teams like that don't still, albeit not to the same star power as that team, but mega teams with lots of superstars don't exist now?
Real Madrid?
We are 3 years removed from a Neymar, Mbappe, Messi front line.
Yes.
Yeah, just
Real Madrid, Mbappe, Vinny, Rodrigo, Bellingham, Chouameni, Rudiger, Courtois. Liverpool, and forget hindsight, headed into the season, Salah, Isak, Ekitike, Wirtz, McAllister, Gravenberch, Van Dijk, Konate, Alisson. Manchester City, Haaland, Omar Marmoush, Rodri, before he left KDB, Ruben Diaz, Ederson. Like, these teams exist anyway. So you're
Curtis
wrong.
Jones.
I'm going to go start my show. You just finish up with
Liverpool, you're the biggest English club in the world.
We are the most successful
club in the world.
What does that even mean?
What does that even mean? Biggest English club in the world. Okay, bro. I'm gonna go start my stream, man.
Mo, they turned into accountants. Guehi rejected them.
I've said it. I think he did reject us. I think he did. I think that the offer was put. I think that Man City put their offer in front of him. And then we tried to put our offer in front. We didn't offer anywhere near 300 grand a week. We didn't offer anywhere near the bonuses. And he's looked at both situations and went, I'd rather play for City under Pep Guardiola, where there's a lot less uncertainty.
And also he's going to City.
Saying that we got rejected.
He's going to City for actually. He's gonna start. They are still challenging for the title, so they have a chance of winning the title actually. So yeah, he actually has a chance of winning the title.
I will sit there and say we got rejected because that's where I think it was. I don't think we've sat there and went, nah, we're all right,
Big Six net spend last 10 years. Man United 1.16, Chelsea 900, Arsenal 961, Man City 893, Liverpool 563. People think we don't sell players. We literally spoke about the net spend. Okay, guys, I'm gonna give you an example. My friend, just to move on from the net spend thing. The 10 million bonus signing that you give to Guehi are not going to go in the net spend. So we cannot calculate net spend. We just can't. You still paying part of the wages of Grealish is not calculated in the net spend, right? That's part of it. That's why all this net spend thing is rubbish because you don't count the bonuses. You don't count the agent bonuses. You don't count the signing bonuses. You don't count that. So that net spend is rubbish. Sorry, guys, this is how well-run organizations look. And I said that City are one of the best-run football clubs in the world.
And I will sit here and say, if all of the 115 charges are completely cleared and Man City are cleared of any wrongdoing, I will sit there and say they are the best run club on the planet for the last decade. To be able to do what they've done in the market, whilst making all that money and seemingly having no restrictions ever applied to them, if they've done all that completely legally, I will sit there and praise it. I'll sit there and praise it 100%.
Yeah, I agree with Tom. But listen, I want to thank everyone that joined us. Thank you all for the massive donations. Thank you all for all the super chats. I know there is a lot. But after all of this, guys, I'm just going to tell you something. If after all of this shit, you don't win against Man United tomorrow and Arsenal win, I think that would be absolutely fun. I think that would be funny. If after all of this talk from everyone, you guys don't win tomorrow, I'm expecting you to win. I'm literally expecting Man City to win tomorrow. I'm not going to sit here and say otherwise. I'll be deluded. Man City are going to go win tomorrow. But if you don't win tomorrow, you're cooked. You're fucking cooked. You're fucking cooked. I'm going to see you guys on Osama's stream, the Liverpool emergency show. Of course, I don't know why he's not titled Emergency again. With Ram, Mike Das, Jamie Phillips, Mac, and...
Because, Mo, when it's happening every week, emergencies become normality. And you don't
they are a normality for Liverpool. You are normality for Liverpool.
We aren't doing emergencies anymore. This is just the way it is.
This is just a show. It's not an emergency. It's just a show.
This has been a slightly more positive week, if anything.
Yeah, I'm going to see you guys on Osam's stream. We're out of here.